Yep, Niners clinched the NFC West with the win over the Seahawks. We had some mixed bag performances. We'll go over those. We'll talk about anything else Week 15 that you may or may not have on your dilemma list. So we'll knock those out. We'll take phone calls. We'll take questions. We'll do it live like we do pretty much after any big game. The Fantasy Football Show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
What is going on, good people? You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. My name is Smitty, and we're breaking down this Niner win against the Seahawks, clinching the NFC West and clinching a playoff berth. And what a great performance by Brock Purdy. Definitely looking like the real deal. Definitely looking like the Niners' answer at the QB position. Looks fantastic. So I think we got to talk about whatever home run swings you may need walking into your Week 15. We had a decent day out of Kenneth Walker. Not great. It was decent at best. DK was decent. Neither one crapped the bed, but neither one of them exploded and had an amazing day. But DK was okay. DK was okay. It was not the best performance. Walker was okay. It was not the best performance. At least Walker was active in PPR a little bit more than normal, which is nice. Everybody said he can't catch. They can throw to him. He's fine. He's got great hands. He could become one of the more elusive pass catching backs in the entire National Football League. Lockett got hurt, says KAU. His mobility is what sets him apart. You're talking about Brock Purdy. Very mobile, very good. Kittle had a great day. McCaffrey had a good day. K9 and DK did good considering, says Slayer. I agree. I think they could have had a better day, of course, but they didn't crap the bed necessarily. They didn't have like 2 points. They had, depending on your scoring format, I mean, Walker still had about 12 points in PPR. And if you don't play in PPR, then I don't know what to tell you. Your grandma plays PPR. You should be playing PPR. CMC workhorse. Yeah, they better be careful with him, though. They better be careful with Christian McCaffrey. But anyway, for those that don't know, tonight's win over the Seahawks, the Niners have won the NFC West and have clinched a playoff spot. Congrats to the Niners. Nice work, Niners. Nice work, CMC. CMC is the glue for this team. He just holds it together. He's so good. Gino is overrated, says Foo. I don't know that he's overrated, bro. Everybody keeps underrating him. I don't think this is an accurate depiction of what everybody feels about Gino. Gino keeps getting overlooked over and over again. I don't think anybody's overrating him, bro. If you don't believe in him, I can understand what you're saying. Long term, I don't think he's a long term quarterback answer for the Seahawks, but he's been doing pretty well, bro. He's been doing pretty good at considering. Yeah, I don't get the sense people are overrating him. At least that's my take and what I'm seeing. Ayuk killed you. Ayuk had a bad day. Ayuk should have had a better day. With Debo down, they didn't use him at all. Calm down, guys. Sam says, I'm not sure what people are getting excited about. Started Kittle over Njoku after much deliberation. Well, nice work. And it seems like Purdy's using him. What's nice about this is being able to throw further down the field. A lot of the plays that go to Kittle are like he's not the first read. That was a beautiful double fake where Purdy and then Kittle's third option right down the middle of the field. It was phenomenal. I think because the play can be extended, because he's mobile and he can shift around and be mobile in the pocket. Purdy's footwork is really, really on point. That they can now dial up plays where Kittle is actually either like a third option or fourth option, or just the play can get extended long enough to get Kittle the football down the field in the middle of the field. I think Kittle could definitely have a better career with Purdy under center, the remainder of Kittle's career. So absolutely, Jimmy G was horrible for Kittle. That double fake was unbelievable. Start Kittle over Njoku. Yeah, that was a nice call. Lockett probably out for the season, says Kevin. Lockett's definitely banged up. Probably done. Let me pull up the news. We'll go over the news right now. Jordan Mason had a 64-yard rip. He almost got in the end zone. I'm sure fantasy owners that had started him in desperation were like so upset that he got tackled at like the 1 or 2 yard line. Lockett. Let me see if I can. I'll try and get you more information on Lockett. Everybody's saying broken bone. I don't know how. I'll check it out. I think let me check Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport, see if they've got anything posted right now. Nothing yet. They're just talking about the win. Injuries, we'll have to wait. Fields was a full participant in practice. For those that don't know, Tyler Huntley will start Week 15. For those that don't know, those are recent tweets by Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport. Kyle Shanahan is a genius, as Isaac. Look, he is and he isn't, bro. He takes his foot off the gas pedal so much in that game, and you can talk to a lot of diehard Niner fans, and they'll agree. It's like, you know what? He's got to finish it, man. He's got to trust. The same kind of emphasis he has on throwing the football and moving the ball down the field needs to remain the entire game. Whenever he's trying to protect a lead, the guy takes his foot off the gas, and it makes Niner fans irate. Don't talk about Jose's mom's. What? King, what are you talking about, King? Jose, that fake. This a fake name. Sleeper has news on Lockett. All right, let me pull it up. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other in the chat. Just so you know, if you think you're gonna come in here and talk bad about other people or whatever, you're not gonna be in the chat long. Just for people that think that they can survive in here. Let's see. Lockett. Yeah, I don't see the news on his profile. Kirk or Chris Moore. I'm going to go Kirk, bro. I'm going to go Kirk. Should I start Najee or Knight? I'd probably start Knight. Knight's a little safer. Fields or Mahomes this week? You can't ever sit Mahomes, bro. I like Fields, but he's a 5 to 7 guy, 4 to 7 guy. Mahomes is always a 1 to 4 guy. Fantasy brings the worst out in Jose. Pete Carroll says Lockett broken bone in his hand. Yeah, we'll have to see what the prognosis is, but that's not a good look. Smitty, Purdy or Lance next season? I mean, Purdy keeps doing what he's doing. It's Purdy's team. I wouldn't even be shocked if they didn't even like have an open competition whatsoever. If Purdy ends up like marching this team into an NFC championship game, even if they lost or something like that. But you never know. I mean, Purdy's getting the experience that Trey never had. And that was my whole thing when I go on the lives with Raj and all the boys, the Niner boys. I go on and I'd say, you need to put Purdy in. And they're like, you can't put Purdy in, because they need to know. They need to walk into 2023, the Niners, knowing what they have in Purdy, to know if he's the real deal or at least good enough to be the backup. Purdy's obviously taking control. He's 10 times the QB Jimmy was, which I said weeks and weeks ago, and people said it was absolutely asinine to say that. Smitty, you can't say that about a guy that's never played football. Purdy's better than Jimmy G, just by default, because Jimmy G's not a great quarterback. Purdy is 10 times the quarterback of Jimmy G. Already he's 10 times the quarterback. His poise, his pocket presence, his footwork, his ability to open up the offense. They're no longer this small little funnel that is Jimmy G, this little pea shooter trying to deliver these to these nuclear warheads that are all over the place. This is a quarterback that can open up the offense a whole heck of a lot more than Jimmy G. So get ready. Purdy, a moon man, not moon men are locked in, so no one can be a moon man. Can we send him to the moon? Sure, send Purdy to the moon.
To the moon.
Being a moon man, that happens in the preseason, my guy. That happens in the preseason. He does look composed out there. Flex Watson. Flex Watson or Zeke. Christian Watson? You go Christian Watson, bro. Thank you, Shades. Somebody did say Purdy was better. Gonna give it to you. Thank you, Star. Appreciate you. Appreciate the flowers, Star. Big Drop says, I said Purdy was a bottom 10 QB. I was very wrong. Well, at least you come in and admit it, bro. I give you mad respect for that. Most people don't admit stuff like that. So, to the moon, Big Drop.
To the moon.
Damian Harris news. I mean, as of right now, we expect him to probably be the starter in week number 15, but we do need to wait a little bit and see if he's going to be healthy enough. We don't really know for certain. He has some, some concern, sure, of starting week number 15, but if he starts, he's a good play. However, I mean, they could just rotate running back. Smitty's take on Brock Sturdy. I agree with Smitty's take on Brock Sturdy. Let's go Niners. Says E111. Andrew says you called it back that Purdy should start after the bye week. Attaboy. Thank you, Andrew, for the flowers. Nobody was talking about Purdy when Smitty was. Thank you, Star. I appreciate that. You guys rock. So are we officially done with DJ Moore as this fool is going to go off when I drop him? What we need you to do, Juan, is cut him or bench him so he can go off for the remainder of the people that own him. Take one for the team. As soon as you cut him or release him, he will go off. Dime, Christian Watson, or Garrett Wilson in the flex. Impossible decision. I lean Garrett Wilson. Green Bay, weather, it's cold. Give me Garrett, but it's really close. Metcalf, tonight, says Anthony. I feel your pain, but it could have been worse. I mean, he did okay in PPR. Thank you, Juan. Taking one for the team. Oscar. Sat Ayuk 2 feels good. Yeah, it's, Thursday games are always, we always say this, they're always, I would say maybe 90% of the time you avoid the Thursday game, guys. You end up making a good decision. And we don't learn because it's so exciting to play a Thursday night game, guy. You want to watch them. And it's painful. How can you watch a game when you sat the guy? So it's a psychology struggle, a psychological struggle. ETN or Mike Williams. I mean, Mike Williams is probably safer. ETN is higher risk, higher reward. If Damian Harris doesn't play, then Singletary or Chris Moore. I mean, if you have Strong, I would start Strong. If not, I would go Singletary, I suppose. But neither option's amazing. Could have been Ayuk, flex ETN or Swift. I'd probably go ETN slightly. Peoples-Jones could be safer, but a lot less upside. Did Lockett break his finger? He broke a bone in his hand, or yeah, apparently. Any update on Stevenson or Aaron Jones' injury? Aaron Jones sounds like he's going to play. Stevenson, I would guess, won't play, but we don't fully know. Gabe Davis or Lazard? I go Gabe Davis. And I know that you're all going to say Smitty just won't give up on Gabe. Well, there's some players I'm just not going to quit. I can't quit Gabe Davis. Not in that scenario. Need 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, and a flex. Your 2 running backs are Barkley and ETN. Your 1 wide receiver would be Godwin. And your flex, most likely, in my opinion, would be Rashad White. ETN or Dobbins. Dobbins might be a tad bit safer. ETN's got a little more risk, but comes with a little more upside. Dameon Pierce gets shut down. Maybe, but it probably won't help you at all this year. Like, could he come back in the final week 18 or week 17? Maybe, but we don't know. I cut him in one league because there was a lot of good players to pick up. I think McKinnon or something like that. Mike White or Daniel Jones. Mike White, bro. Dallas, Green Bay, or Washington. I'm going to go Dallas. Hit the thumbs up, boys, says Ozzy. Trust Higgins, White, or Driscoll. I'm going to go White if you don't hear anything positive that makes you feel comfortable with Higgins' role. You know he's not going to get, like, little work again. Like, we have some kind of indication. Huntley or Tannehill, I go Huntley. Deshaun Watson or Mike White, I go Mike White. Start Tua or Brady, I go Tua. Even though he's, flopped, should I Chris Moore or Joshua Palmer? I go Joshua Palmer. Tua or Matt Ryan, I go Tua for sure. Zay or Rashad White. I probably go Zay if you want safety. Rashad White if you want a little more upside but with more risk. Tua, Mike White. I probably lean Tua by a little bit, but I like both of them. Wide receiver 2, Higgins or Watson. You got to go Christian Watson, especially with what happened last week with Higgins, bro. Not even close. Drop the super. Okay, let's check it out. Fields or White. Probably go Fields, bro. Probably go Fields. Who asked that question? Right here. Fields or White. Need Taysom to match Kittle's 30 burger. That's a lot, Sam. Appreciate your super chat, by the way, but that's a lot to expect out of Taysom. But if anybody can do it, it's little Taysom Hill. It's little Taysom Hill, my guy. Would you be surprised if Chris Moore outscores Mike Evans? Surprised? No. But am I starting Mike Evans 10 times out of 10 times? Yes. That last catch saved Walker's night from being a complete bust. Correct, but I don't ever use that woulda, shoulda, coulda. If you take away this player's run or this one big catch, he did what he did. He had a decent day. It is a decent day. Wasn't great, wasn't amazing, was barely good, but it was certainly decent. Walker got me over 10 points. Gotta love PPR. It's fine. He got like 11.9 to 12 point, depending on your scoring. Little Taysom Hill. I'll take 12 points out of Walker. I'm not upset about the leagues I started him in. People are gonna complain about it. If you're a non-PPR, everybody's gonna be down a little bit anyway, so it's relative. But if you're a non-PPR, I don't know what to tell you. Play in at least 0.5, okay? I mean, non-PPR is old. You play a non-PPR, you're still having your in-person draft. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you're still in non-PPR, you literally, all 8 of you. If you're a non-PPR, it's probably an 8 or 10-man league for sure. It's not 12. Because non-PPR, that's so old school. These leagues didn't have 12 people then. You probably still meet for your in-person draft, which is amazing, and I commend you, and I'm jealous. But it's time to go to half PPR at least.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
All right, dial in if you got a question. Dial into the show. Dallas or Denver. I mean, this is a tough one, but I'm gonna go Dallas just because they are almost set it and forget it type of defense. Andre says, love the show, Smitty. Goff or White? Glad I didn't start Geno. I would go Rashad White, my man. Goff's got it's going to be a tough battle. Bam or Zay, I'm going to go Bam Knight. Zay's not bad, though. And Henry, Aaron Jones, wide receivers are, easy call. Appreciate you, Andre. Thank you for the super chat. Ron says they didn't use Walker the way they should have. Walker did good the way that they used him. Yeah, it's a shame, but, it's part of the evaluation process, and unfortunately we know that that's a possibility. But actually, coming off an injury, I feel like they didn't really put him in the worst spots. Like he could have been underutilized and he wasn't. They did use Homer, they did spell him a little bit, but I was pretty actually happy with the fact that he didn't get pulled out during pass protection and during those the 2-minute drill type stuff. Like I felt like they kept him in there. They threw to him. He did well in PPR. So as much as I wish they would have used him a little differently, I'm still like coming away with like, okay, they still love throwing to him. His role's expanding in the PPR game, in the passing game. I like that. I came away with a little bit of more of a positive than most people, I think. Can Driscoll be a thing versus Casey? Look, Driscoll's either going to get you 0 because he won't play at all, or he could win you the week, because he's a tight end in Yahoo. And you can put Driscoll out there at tight end, and what if he starts the second half or something like that? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. What can we do for you?
Oh, shut
You
up.
called the right number or what?
I'm calling for Smitty.
This is him. We're all waiting on you,
How
bro.
you doing, Smitty?
We're all waiting on you. I'm good.
Well, I'm calling to ask, what do you think about leagues that don't let you make moves after you're eliminated from the playoffs?
Well, are you in a dynasty league?
I am not. No.
So what would make you want to make a move if you're already out of the playoffs?
Well, I personally don't want to, but our league commissioner is like making moves to block other people, and his buddy is in the playoffs. So it's like, I don't know. It's strange.
Well, I mean, if you're, it's all in your league, bro. This is like what Ron Navy and I were talking about earlier. Like, if your league has an expectation, and there's a whole like, this is collusion, that's collusion, this is not to be done, this is not to be done. You got to start your best lineup. You can't drop these guys. Like, if it's a really strict thing, your rules should paint it all out. Like, I never understand why people have so many problems with their leagues. All you have to do is map it out in the league rules. And anything else, you just have a 10 out of 12 vote requirement to undo something, overturn something. Because if there's 10 people, like you can even take the two parties involved out. If it's a majority vote, then the majority of the league wants, or the entire league wants it. I don't understand the whole. Yeah, but what do I think of it? I think you shouldn't probably be making transactions if you have nothing to play for. I think it sounds like you're just trying to set someone else up.
Yeah, I personally, I didn't want to make any transactions, but then once the commissioner started doing it, and it was blatant. It was completely blatant. Like, a guy benched Geno tonight, and he immediately went and blocked a Tannehill pickup. And I'm not that Tannehill's anything to move the marker, but in our league, quarterbacks, like, there's not a lot of options out there.
But
it was like,
but it's on your commissioner. Like I understand that sounds shady, but you should have rules in place that protect this, or you have no recourse. You have no ability to say you can't do this.
Yeah.
And if the commissioner is going to overrule it and just go rogue and be a dictator, like, you shouldn't. I don't condone what he's doing, but I also don't condone a commissioner deciding when he's going to do something just out of the blue. I don't play in those leagues. I'll leave those leagues. I'm not playing in a league where a commissioner gets to decide what he wants to do whenever he wants to do it.
I mean, I'm absolutely leaving this league next year. I mean, we've had, like, our entire season has been, every trade has been vetoed no matter what it is. We even had a kicker for kicker trade vetoed. Just to, like,
I hate vetoes. I hate vetoes.
All got vetoed.
Yeah. Don't play in dumb leagues, bro.
Yeah, no. Learned my lesson. It's my first time playing in a few
All right, man.
years, so,
give me something that people are interested in. They're not, no offense, but they don't care about this. Give me something interesting. Let's go.
All right, Smitty. Have a good one, bro.
No, you got something else?
No, I'm all good, bro.
Did you have anybody play today?
I know. I had the kicker for the Seahawks, but I'm out of the playoffs anyway, so I'm just like, I'm basically trying to troll a league that's been trolling me the entire time.
Yeah, you need to do more than one league. That way if you get knocked out, you're not just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Also, I don't know if you know about, and I'm not just trying to drop the promo code on you because you lost. It's not me rubbing it in. But Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. I'm being serious here. They have what's called the Gauntlet coming up. And the Gauntlet, they have a little like puppy version of the Gauntlet, which will be $5 or $10. It might be $5. But the Gauntlet's $25. It's promo code Smitty, Underdog Fantasy. They'll match up to $100 in your first deposit. So for $25, you draft your team. I think it's like $1 million in prizes. I think it's going to be $100K to the winner. But you draft your team and you keep your team the entire playoffs. So there's strategy involved in drafting like a Jalen Hurts who's going to have a first round bye. So you don't get any points out of Jalen in week one, but you might get more games out of him. So make sure you do that because it's not as fun watching when you don't have any skin in the game, bro.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I just want to say thank you because I've been watching you this year. This is my first time playing in quite a few years, and like you've created like so much enjoyment just watching you on YouTube and stuff. So I appreciate what you do and just keep it up.
Hey, I appreciate you, and I didn't mean to say that your topic wasn't great. I was just trying to move things along.
You're all good, my man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Hey, what's your name? I'm going to put you in the phone system so it's a little easier for me to see you calling, and I might just answer a little bit more frequently. So what's your name?
My name's Logan.
Logan. All right, Logan. Appreciate your good sport, Logan.
All right, brother.
Later.
Have a good one. Later.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial in. Yeah. Everybody's got different leagues, different rules, different whatever. 200 people in here. Please punch that thumb up. We only have 48 people hitting that thumb up button. Waddle or Judy. I don't think you can sit Waddle, bro. I know Judy had 3 TDs, but Mason looked good. Wish he'd get more work. I liked him. Ron Navy liked Logan. Ron Navy gives a flex emoji. He was a good sport. Most people don't take the lack of bedside manner I have when I'm sick. Anyway, good dude, Logan. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Hey, what's up, Smitty?
What's up?
All right, so check this out. So I pretty much play in like the grandma league. I have a super team.
Own it. Own it, bro. Own it. I love it. How can I help you dominate this group full of grandmas, bro?
All right, so I have a bye week this week, and I have Josh Allen, CMC, Barkley, Diggs, Hopkins, Kelsey, ETN, Lockett, Evans, Walker. So basically, who should I flex? Because I was flexing ETN, but since he's not playing good, I'm thinking about switching him out for somebody else.
ETN for who?
I'm thinking probably Kenneth Walker. What do you think?
Who?
Kenneth Walker.
You mean for next week?
Yeah, for next week. Yeah.
Well, I got good news for you. You get to see how ETN. I mean, if you're on a bye week and you're just waiting this out, you get to see how ETN does. So this is a question we get to deliberate later, and maybe ETN makes this an easy decision. And he probably, I think he's probably gonna have a better game than people expect, and it's gonna be more of a dilemma. But hopefully you have clarity for yourself. But Kenneth Walker's, he did fine. He did good. He didn't have his. This is against the Niners. He scored 12 fantasy points against the Niners in PPR. That's not too bad.
Right.
ETN got 17 carries last week. Did horrible, but 17 carries is not bad. If they keep feeding him, I believe he's going through. Even though he's a sophomore, this is essentially his rookie year. He didn't play a snap last year. Got hurt before the season began, so he's pushing through a rookie wall. And I don't know if he's going to push through it in week 15 or not. But if he does, you're going to have a nice dilemma on your hands. If he doesn't, you're probably going Walker.
Sweet. Appreciate it, Smitty. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Later, bro.
All right, thanks. Later.
Jalen, you're up.
What's up, man? How you been, Smitty?
I'm good. Not good, Jalen. I've been battling an assortment of injuries. I'm definitely doubtful, but they may upgrade me to questionable tomorrow. I'm not sure.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all
but
right.
Man, I had CMC today. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Congrats, man. You needed if you had a bonus. Didn't he have 99 yards rushing?
Well, he had 105, I believe. 108.
Did he end up pushing through the 99 barrier? Let's see here. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
That's good because there's a lot of people have bonuses for 100 yards, and I was looking at that, and I was preparing to go live, and he must have pushed over it. Let me see here. Box score. Yeah, 108. 108, bro. That was a good day.
Yeah, man. But I have a question about my flex. I'm thinking Leonard Fournette versus the Bengals, or Rex Burkhead against the Chiefs, or Elijah Moore against the Lions.
Those
are the three people I'm undecided.
What's the first option?
Leonard Fournette against the Bengals.
Or Elijah Moore, or who's the other one? Sorry, Burkhead. I'd probably go Fournette, man. I don't know. That's not. I don't love
With
going.
Me, I think you can go.
Do you have somebody else you could pick up? Is there somehow you going to tell me, oh, McKinnon's out there, like something like that?
Nah, he got picked up. Nah, but like I was thinking Rex Burkhead because like I think Damian Pierce is out, or he's how likely to not play. But since like the Chiefs are going to like stomp the Texans, maybe they do the little check down plays to Burkhead if he somehow racks up like 7 catches, 60 yards with his rushing attempts.
Yeah. I'd probably go Fournette. What's the chat think? Fournette or Burkhead or who's the other one? God,
Leonard Fournette.
No, Fournette, Burkhead, and
Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the thing is, though,
especially if he's starting.
Yeah.
But Fournette's
but
not.
It also depends
horrible.
on I'm sorry.
I was just saying Fournette's not horrible in that situation, but I'd probably gamble on Elijah Moore. He's got a good rapport with Mike White. It's just a matter of, is he going to get the volume? And in this game he might. So he's got to kind of monitor the wide receiver room. But Lenny's not horrible.
Yeah.
Lenny's probably good for 10 points. You might get what Walker just did out of Lenny, Probably get like a 12-pointer out of Leonard Fournette. The question is, will Elijah Moore get you 4 points or get you 18? So,
yeah,
you want steady, go Fournette.
Also, Mike White is also injured.
Yeah, but he's expected to play.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Later.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah. Check the news. Make sure you're on that Elijah Moore news or the wide receiver room. What's going on there. What you could call back in. You can call back in too. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
God. Breathing's hard. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate you being in here. Breaking news, says Michael. Yeah, Lockett's looking broken bone index finger during Thursday's loss. It's uncertain whether Lockett will be able to play through the injury. Yeah, Lockett's not announced out for the year yet, but this news definitely is not boding well for Lockett. This is why he didn't want to get hit. This guy hasn't been tackled in forever. Finally broke a finger. That's why. We knew this guy was not meant to get tackled or hit. He's been avoiding tackles for some time now. Pete Carroll told reporters that wide receiver Tyler Lockett broke his index finger during Thursday's loss to the Niners. It's uncertain whether Lockett will be able to play again this season. Don't be surprised if the guys have played with broken fingers before, bro. I think it's a little early to make a lot of assumptions yet. We got to wait and see what they say. I'm starting Knight over ETN. I don't blame you. Knight's a lot safer. Look at this game. Look at this game log here. Christian McCaffrey, 108, 1 TD. Jordan Mason, 4 carries for 64 yards. Brock Purdy had 217 and 2. Very, very nice little day. Kittle, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fantastic. Ayuk crapped the bed with a 2-catch, 19-yard affair. Geno just did okay, 238 and 1 TD. Added 1 18-yard run. Walker, 12 carries for 47 yards, but he did add the 4 catches for 32 yards. So he salvaged his day from that perspective. Fant caught 5 for 32 and 1 TD. He wasn't a bad play. DK could have done a lot better in point per reception. He got 12.5. That's not bad. Not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible at all. Lockett did okay. Definitely kind of a mixed bag from a fantasy perspective this game. for a Thursday game. Wasn't too bad. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate you starting me even if I'm sick, bro. Kamara will have a good game. I agree. Kamara's going to have a solid day. I would not sit Kamara. Yeah. Anybody has Kamara, you want to put him out there. Ingram's out for the season. Not that Ingram's a crazy threat, but he did get 12 carries, and Ingram is a big reason why people were nervous about Kamara walking into week number 15. And then when that news broke, it's almost like people just continue to be really worried about Kamara. Yeah, it's if you sit him, you're going to probably regret it. I would not sit Kamara. Let's see if there's any other super chats. Call in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
I think I got rid of this super chat here. Appreciate you, Andre, for that. This one's from Zinski. Zinski says, need 2 in PPR, Judy, Kirk, Knight, or ETN. I started Walker. I'd probably go, if it's me, I'd go Knight and ETN. Kirk and Knight are probably safest. ETN is definitely like a risk right now, but maybe I would go ETN and Knight. If anybody disagrees, please drop what you would do in this situation. Kirk and Judy has some appeal if you want to go that route in PPR. I mean, there's definitely some upside to both approaches. Let's see here. Football on Saturday, victory lap. Yeah, I can't wait. Just so everybody knows there is football on Saturday. Make sure you set your lineups. Skywalker looked slow. I don't agree. I mean, he's coming off an ankle injury, but he looked maybe he looked slow around the corners. I guess I could understand what you mean there, because his ankle, probably just being a little careful, little ginger. But I mean, he was quick on that one long. I mean, he's quick around that corner there when he caught that, like, I don't know. It was like a 1 yard catch, turned the corner, took it he could have took it a lot further, I think, if he was in full strength, probably. You're probably right, but that was a nice catch, man. That saved his day. Looked pretty quick on that catch. Skywalker was trash. No, he wasn't. Green. All on Purdy. Purdy looks good. Yeah, it was the Niners. Like Michael was saying, Skywalker looked fine. It was the 49ers. He did really well. 12 points against the Niners was not a bad day. Jordan Mason is a worthless handcuff with 1 week left unless they sit CMC. They could use him now that they've clinched the division, bro. They could use Mason a whole lot more. So I don't know that I agree with that. I think Mason could end up being pretty decent in like an emergency situation. No regrets on starting K9. I don't either. I don't feel bad about it. I feel like he did pretty well considering. I actually feel pretty satisfied with what I saw out of Kenneth Walker, and it makes me feel very confident about him going forward for the remainder of the season. IU can't handle a wide receiver 1 defensive treatment, says Juan. Maybe you're right on that, bro. I don't know. IU definitely didn't show up. Love what you do, Smitty. Hope you had a good start to your playoff matchups. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Russ McCaffrey, they're definitely going to dial him back. Swaggy, all you guys do is watch box scores and have no clue what is really going on with Kamara. What are you talking about, Swaggy? Why are you getting negative again? Why are you getting negative again, bro? Walker did well after an injury. Let's not overreact. I agree. Shanahan didn't want to feature Ayuk. He could have used him in different ways, says Life. Broncos next year. What about Broncos next year, Mile High? No offense, bro, but you guys have the worst situation right now. You just signed what looks like one of the worst quarterback signings in the recent memory. You know, I'm not trying to be negative on you, but like, what are you thinking here? You can't be happy as a Bronco fan. I'm genuinely curious if you're like, we're in a hole for like 5 years. Like, how are you getting out of this? Russell Wilson's not it. And you guys are on the hook for like what, 150, 145, 150 guaranteed.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Pro Walker had burst. I agree. People just like to hate on Walker. I don't know why. I have no idea why. Anyone beatable any week, bro, says Mile High. I mean, that's true, but I mean, do you feel confident about Russell Wilson, like, honestly, from a long-term perspective? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show.
Yo, what's going on, Smitty?
What's up?
A good start to the week with McCaffrey, getting me a nice 25.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm liking that.
Yeah, he did good.
I don't know why people are concerned about Mason because he ripped off one late run.
I know.
Bro, he barely played. I'm McCaffrey the next 2 weeks about resting and stuff.
Yeah, you clinched the division. What does everybody expect? Like,
yeah,
no one's talking about how clinching the division right now might not be. No. You know, there's some worry about dialing McCaffrey back an extreme amount, you know, going forward. Maybe.
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to do that, but I'll be okay with, like, if they give him, like, 10 carries, but get 10 catches, you know? It's not going to be 30 touches, I agree.
But what if they dial him back? What if they dial him back at a maximum, like he plays a maximum of 50% of the running room work?
Oh, I would be so mad at the 49.
I think they might, though, bro. They might. They have to. This was they overfed him more than normal. Like, a lot of Niner fans, like, I saw a lot of comments on, like, Twitter and Instagram posts and stuff where Niner fans are aggressive. Like, they get really angry at their own organization. And there were comments everywhere. Niner fan comments. These are not comments from anybody outside of Niner fan comments saying you're going to break McCaffrey. You're going to break McCaffrey. Stop abusing McCaffrey. And those are from Niner fans. I think people don't really realize that this is such an important game, this division win, clinching the playoffs. They decided to use him, front load his work for the remainder of the season, and then maybe they dial it back a lot. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. No, they did overuse him, but for the right reason. They got 10 days off, so, I mean.
It was important.
They got Washington and the Raiders coming up. Both of those teams can score decently. See, they need to be close games. I don't want the 49ers rolling in the first half and then, you know, McCaffrey does nothing. That kind of happened today. Like, that's my only concern. And then my main question is the same question, and I'm not liking Waddle. It's either Pacheco or J.K. Dobbins at the flex. I think I'm going with. I don't trust Waddle in this scenario.
I trust Waddle. I trust Waddle.
You do?
Enough, man. I mean, how do you sit him?
Pacheco and J.K. Dobbins matchups are good, though. and like Waddle in the snow, Tua being iffy. I
don't know, man. I don't know if I could sit Waddle
over those two.
I mean, I like Pacheco, but I don't know if I'm sitting Waddle. I think we got to wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on like weather reports and injury reports and whether Waddle was struggling last week with the leg again, and we hear that he's not anymore. Like, let's wait and let the news kind of.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, no, with CMC, I think he'll be fine these next 2 weeks. I'm hoping they don't bring it back because I think they're going for a higher seed. I just don't. I don't think they're going to bring it back so much that they don't use him enough. And Debo's hurt too. Like he's going to get the ball enough, I think.
Yeah, but I think that but I think they're definitely going to say, look, Mason can get it done, and they need to be smart. They need to be smart with CMC, because if you get CMC hurt, you're done. You're done. This team's not winning. He's the glue. He's the glue.
See, I'm looking at the standings, though. The 49ers are in a battle with the Vikings, and, the Vikings for, a higher seed. So I do think that helps. I mean, that's what I'm liking. But
yeah.
We'll see.
It could, bro.
Yep. Go McCaffrey.
All right, man.
Round to the moon.
Appreciate you.
Week, first round. Yep.
Later, pal. Ron says, so who do you start Kamara over? Knight, Etienne, Eckler, Lenny, Henry, Pollard, Zeke. Kamara's been running back 42 last 2 games. Yeah, I mean, but that's part of why I think people are struggling with it, because he's been bad lately. I think they're just looking at the last 2 games. Look, Ron, I didn't want anybody to draft Kamara, so I'm not like a huge Kamara supporter. But you're talking about Eckler. Of course, I wouldn't start him over Eckler. Lenny, of course, I'd start him over Lenny. Over Henry, of course, I wouldn't. Pollard, no way. But those are different examples. Zeke Elliott, I would start Kamara over Zeke Elliott. But that's very arguable. Very arguable. I don't really care what he's done the last 2 weeks. What I care about is that I feel like the injury to Ingram is going to open the door to no ambiguity in regards to his workload. And when he's been running, he's looked strong. It hasn't been like he looked like he dropped off. Anthony with a $10 hauler. Appreciate you, Anthony.
To the moon.
Anthony says, whoa. Anthony says you haven't bugged. Haven't bugged you for a while. Sorry. Rashad White, Bam Knight, McKinnon, Hubbard, need 2. Bam Knight's a lock, bro. Bam Knight's a lock. It's either Rashad White or McKinnon. Can we go to the chat for that? Rashad White, McKinnon, Rashad White. Who are you playing? Who are you playing? Rashad White or McKinnon. I'm locking Bam Knight in, bro. If I had to pick, I'd probably say give me Rashad White. Well, let's see what the chat says. Thank you for your super chat, my dude. And then we got another $10 hauler from Castro. Castro.
To the moon.
All $10 haulers get a moon shot. Castro says, hey, Smitty, I'm in. We got a lot of white, Rashad White votes. Hey, Smitty, I'm in a second and on a bye this week, and thanks to you, man. Appreciate you. I don't know how I made it, especially since I lost Cup, C-Pat, Boyd, and I've been down. Appreciate you, Castro. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm proud of you, my guy. Nice work. Killa says, I missed your super chat. I didn't, because you didn't drop one on the last live. Okay, well, ask me a question now. Ask me a question now, and I'll get to it right now, bro. Okay, I'm looking for your question only right now. Pacheco, White, and Zonovan. Nice. coming back to earth when he was looking like he was going to get a nice contract. Who are we talking about there, Mac? I made it, and I drafted JT Hollywood and Keenan Allen. Nice job, Juan. Pokemon, good job, bro. Gino, career falling like EDP. Hey, Mile High, can you call in? I want to talk to you about your Broncos. I want to ask you serious questions. I'm not trying to clown on the Broncos or suggest that you're in La La Land. I just want to know what a true Bronco fan is thinking about your team and pick your brain on it. Pacheco is a good play this week. Walker looks solid, should be back next week. I agree, Jack. I think people are overreacting. Burrow or Fields? Killa, I'm sorry I missed your super chat last time. I always try and make right on it, bro. I don't want you feeling like you can't get your question answered. Let's get this other one. You just asked a new question. It's got more in it. Let's go with this one. Burrow or Fields? I'm going Burrow, bro. Burrow's top 1 to 4 every week, baby. He's smoking cigars while he's throwing footballs. I'm going with that guy. Andrews or Taysom? I'm not sitting Andrews. Not right now. I'm just not doing it. And McKinnon or Bam? Bam Knight safer. Bam Knight safer. Maybe Huntley starts throwing some footballs to Andrews. Huntley got hurt last week. That was Andrews' bounce back game potentially, but he lost his quarterback. So let's give Andrews and Tyler Huntley another shot. Appreciate you, Killer. Appreciate you dropping that super chat last time, and I hope I took care of you there. Broncos country, let's ride. I'm still waiting for Mile High to call in. Call in, Mile High. I want to talk to you, bro. Russ to your planet Uranus. Let's send Russell Wilson there.
And off he goes to the planet known as Uranus.
Definitely not feeling the Russell Wilson vibe anymore. At all. Appreciate you, Killer. Thank you, man. Maybe this is Mile High. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who is this?
Yo,
who is this?
this is Lenny.
Lenny, is this Mile High or no?
This is not Mile High.
It's not. Okay. What's up, Lenny? I don't mean to sound disappointed. I'm trying to get Mile High to call in.
Got a question for you. My last hope for fantasy playoffs is happening, and I need some advice as I just faced Kittle, CMC, and Lockett. So I'm down right now like 20 points.
Okay.
So I got let me tell you my lineup quick, and then need some advice quick. So give me a sec.
This guy's not even prepared. Give me a sec. What do we look like we're running here?
All right. So my QB is Jalen Hurts.
Okay. It's like pulling teeth, bro. Call back when you're prepared. We got to end that. We can't leave this. Look, we lost. No, we gained 2 viewers in that time. We actually gained 7 viewers during that call. Anyway, you only get so much time. You got to be prepared, okay? You don't drive up to the drive-through window and have your wallet still wedged deep into your pocket, and you pull up and you've been waiting 15 minutes in the line, and you finally get to the window and she's like $4.12, and you're like, oh, let me get my wallet. I haven't had time to prepare. Bro, that's not how we roll. It took us 2 minutes to even get to that point. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Okay, you're not prepared either? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, Smitty, this is Micah. How we doing?
What's up, Mike? What can I do for you?
All right, so I got a couple of questions for you here. I'm in the 2 seed right now. All right, I'm trying to decide what 2 RBs to run. ETN, I got a lot of worries about him. It's either ETN, Pacheco, Knight, or J.K. Dobbins for my 2 RBs this week.
So Knight's probably the safest. I say that all week long, and I mean, what if he goes out and just does nothing? I don't know. Maybe I feel like he's safest, but we don't really know.
Right.
I feel like these two are the safest volume-wise. But even with that, McKinnon did so well. And he didn't take away Pacheco's rushing, but he's definitely got a grip on the kung fu grip on the PPR work, which kind of sucks. It limits Pacheco a little bit. But it's such a potent offense, and the matchup's great, and they'll probably run the ball a ton. So I kind of feel like these are the two easy, peasy calls. But at the same time, I'm very tempted to say ETN and Knight, but I mean, you could go.
I have the same problem with ETN.
Yeah, it's really, really hard.
I know. I'm struggling with him, man. I've been riding with him all year, like you said, moon man for sure. But I got one more question for you. Then we've been on the Deshaun Watson ride. We've been rooting for him, hoping he would do better. This week, Kyler Murray went down for me, so I'm out of QB. So it's either Deshaun Watson or Mike White. Who would you recommend?
Mike White.
Mike White?
There's risk on both sides. You got to know that. But, Mike White could go out and get hammered and be out because he's still playing banged up, and he got knocked out of the game twice and came back.
Right.
But Watson, I mean, we haven't really seen the Watson of old, and it just feels like until we see it, it's disappointment city. I don't know. He did a little better last week.
I understand that.
But Mike White's got that 303
These are all the same
upside.
thoughts I had, so I'm glad that I got your opinion. I appreciate it, man.
And most everybody in the chat would say Mike White because I recall seeing Mike White over Watson several times when we tossed it out there. So
sweet, all right, man.
All right,
Thank you, Smitty. Appreciate you as
Appreciate
always.
you later. There's risk in both of them. There's definitely risk for both of them. All right, is that caller going to call back? Are you prepared? Call back in now. Thoughts on Mike White ribs? Yeah. Watson put up 16 with 1 TD. Start him this week, says Keenan. Not me, Keenan. Not me, Keenan. Pacheco, like Pacheco this week. McKinnon over Pacheco. I don't know about that. That's close. I mean, you can make arguments for both sides. Pacheco is getting the running work. McKinnon's getting the PPR work. They've been throwing to McKinnon on and off all year. It's not, Pacheco. Sorry, I missed your call again. Is that guy prepared yet? Is he going to call back, or is he just thinking I don't want to talk to him ever again? Because I'm ready for him. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Smitty, it's Michael. How you doing?
Good, Michael. What can I do for you?
Good. Hey, I only got one matchup this week because I'm in the bye week for my other league. So,
attaboy.
I guess that's a good problem to have.
It is.
What kind of league? I got a 5 receiver, or I play with 3 receivers. I'm holding 5, and I was just wondering, I'm looking at the waiver wires for running backs, and there's guys like P. Ryan, Algier, Warren, Mason. At what point do you drop those receivers that you're probably not going to play in to make a run?
Who's your worst 5 receiver?
They're kind of just average guys besides C.D. Lamb. I got Davis, Zay Jones, Lazard, and Elijah Moore.
So I'm not huge on Lazard.
And then, right.
I'd probably take Mason over Lazard. P. Ryan over Lazard. Mason first, then P. Ryan. Because I feel like you could maybe get a little bit more out of that. And if something happened to CMC, bro, Mason would ball. If something happened to Mixon, P. Ryan, we already know can ball. Lazard, if he's starting your lineup, you're losing. Now watch him go have a day.
Yeah.
He's gonna go have a day now.
Right. Yeah, it's just it's tough. I mean, Elijah Moore seems to be doing pretty good now that Mike White's in there. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Let's see. What else do I got? So what about? Would you say like if I'm holding like Jonathan Taylor. I got Taylor, Pollard, and Rashad White, and then Deion Jackson and Cook. Would you probably pick up Warren and drop what do you think of Jaylen Warren?
Not much. I mean, James Cook and Jaylen Warren are the same value. You don't know what's going to happen.
So prioritize P. Ryan probably.
For sure. Mason, then P. Ryan. Mason, then P. Ryan.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
cool.
bro.
I think that's all I got for now.
All right. Appreciate you. Later.
Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks.
Laundry Matt Jack. You're on the line live. What's up, Laundry?
What's up, Smitty? Happy holidays.
Hey, happy holidays to you.
Hey, I got a defense question.
Okay, hit me with it.
A couple defenses. So I got Washington at home versus the Giants. I got Packers versus the Baker Mayfield Rams. And then I got the Saints at home versus, I think it's Desmond Ritter's first start, the Falcons. I have Washington right now. I feel like they're like a safer play.
Yeah, they're pretty decent play. They're good. They're good. Yeah, they're a good play. I probably say give me Green Bay in the weather with Baker, but I mean Baker did just do really well. I mean, there's something to be said there, but I'd say well, let's look at consensus data across the industry and see what the average rank is for these guys in the lineup and start. Let's see here. The average person in fantasy football is starting the Washington Commanders as a 10th ranked starting defense. The Saints are the 9th ranked. And the Packers are number 4, bro. The 4th, yeah, they're ranked number 4 across the entire industry.
Okay.
Packers it is.
I like it, yeah, because Baker Mayfield, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, but I think maybe you watch a little film, you get a little prepared, maybe things look a little different. You know what I mean? Like, this was crazy. It was fun. Yeah. It was fun. It was crazy, but we've seen him fail before.
Packers could have a great showing.
We've seen him fail before. He doesn't even have a lot of weapons. He doesn't even have a lot of weapons, bro.
Nothing.
Packers are the 4th ranked defensive start this week across the industry.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, they're like the high upside team. I'm comfortable going with them. All right, thank you.
Weather, Baker. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Maybe, at home, Lambeau Field.
Maybe Baker, Snowman Maker can impress us, but we'll see. All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Gotta heat up.
Later.
Thanks, Rudy.
Oh, we got a $20 hauler in the house. Who is this? Payne says over 225 people, only 90 thumbs up. Please punch that thumb up button. Appreciate you. All right, let's get this $20 hauler on the screen. I gotta pull it up here. Who is this? Tyler dropping a 20 watt on screen. Tyler wants to make it rain up in here. Tyler. Appreciate you, Tyler. Tyler dropping a $20 wad on screen. Shout out, Smitty. Started 0-2. I was panicking and found your channel. Since I traded for Damian Pierce and Brees, picked up Isaiah Pacheco, J.K. Dobbins, Foreman, and now have a bye with the number 1 seed. Thank you, Tyler. Congrats on that, Tyler. Tyler to the moon. One more standing ovation. What a comeback. Amazing feat. Very impressed, my guy. Very impressed.
Call into the show. Call in.
Actually, wait on the call-ins real quickly. Let me get these super chats out of the way. But congratulations. Very, very nice feat, my man. Goddard, Everett, or Driscoll 50-50 projection. If Goddard's a go, I'd play Goddard, but we need to wait on that. Everett's your backup plan. Driscoll, if they announce him as a starter and you're in a Yahoo league, you better get him out there as your tight end. If anybody has if anybody's in Yahoo and you've got a spot to burn, pick up Driscoll. Pick up Driscoll right now and just put him on your bench. Because what happens if next week they start him? Do you understand what I'm saying? Kilpatrick and Alejandro pointed this out to me earlier in the week. Driscoll, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, is listed as a tight end on Yahoo. I don't care if you're using him this week. Driscoll may not play at all. He could win you your week or burn you. I mean, know that. He goes in at halftime and plays their second half, scores 2 touchdowns, throws for 200 yards. You can win your league, win your week. But if you're in Yahoo, grab him, because what happens if next week or the week after they start him at quarterback and you put him in as your tight end? I'm just saying, grab him, hold him, stash him. Ron Navy with a $10
to the moon
hauler. All $10 haulers get a moonshot. Ron, appreciate you dropping the 10 spot. A lot of these decisions, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because of if you bench ETN and he goes off, you bench Pacheco and he goes off, there's really no way to know. It's a crapshoot. Either hit or you'll be pissed. Exactly. And we're talking about a lot of very close calls here. These are 50-50 dilemmas. Very, very close ones. Agreed. Okay, now hit the phones.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Yeah, I believe it's only Yahoo. Honestly, glad I started Walker in my league and made it super fun watching the game. Plus, he got double digits. It's all you can. Yeah, it's all you can ask for. It was fine. It was a good performance by him. Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, Christian Watson, or Chris Olave. Which one should I sit? Amari Cooper, Christian. Probably Amari until you know what's going on. You know, with Amari. I mean, Christian Watson, I'm not sitting. Chris Olave, I'm not sitting. I'm sitting Cooper. If I have to sit one of those guys, Cooper. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
This is Dan. I just called before I was not prepared with my.
Oh, Dan. Dan, I didn't mean.
The dog, so
I didn't mean to give you the tough love, but Dan, that's kind of the way we roll. It's
Hey, I hear you. I apologize. Walking the dog with my headphones down. It was not ideal.
Well, Dan.
All right.
I hope you're prepared. Let's try this one more time. No backstory. Give it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go with the team. Jalen Hurts, Travis Etienne, DeAndre Swift, CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, Dulcich, Akers, Stevenson, and then Brett Maher and Chiefs. So it's 2 flex, half PPR.
Stevenson's probably out.
Yep. So I picked up Pierre Strong.
Okay.
I also have on the bench Chark, Marquise Brown, and Okonkwo.
Okay.
Okonkwo. So, like I said before, I'm facing McCaffrey, Lockett, and Kittle down 20, and I'm wondering, so Etienne's kind of been busting. He's kind of been my truther, but do I pivot to Pierre Strong if Stevenson is out?
I don't know, bro.
Go with a higher upside play.
We don't know. Damian Harris might get to start. I mean, he's a good desperation play, but I probably would play Chark or Hollywood if you don't have a clear indication that this is going to be Pierre Strong. If they say Damian Harris is starting, and then you're like, you can't put Strong out there, I don't think, unless you hear Strong's going to get all the goal line.
He looked like a stud last week.
He did.
They play the Raiders 28th worst against the run, so that was just kind of
it's not bad.
It might be worth it.
I mean, let's see if the chat thinks that Strong is still a good play over Chark or Hollywood, but Chark has been a little more steady. But if you hear that Strong's going to get a bunch of work, they're going to split the backfield, maybe you do roll with it. It's a dice roll for sure. But it's kind of a...
And then also, Alec Pierce versus the Vikings seems kind of intriguing on the waivers. there's also Chris Moore and Dobson.
Not over Hollywood and Chark. That's getting too cute,
right,
bro.
I mean, Chark versus the Jets, though. I mean, that's just.
Well, then I'd go Hollywood then if you feel.
Especially, yeah. I just don't. I don't love the thought of the Lions outdoor and away game versus the Jets secondary is just kind of scaring me a bit.
Yeah, but he's
right.
gonna draw. He's not gonna draw the best coverage though, bro. He's gonna be like the guy that's probably more open. So Chark should do okay.
True.
But there's no way I'm picking up waiver wire guys that you're talking about that you're listing off over two guys on your bench that you have there for a reason. But if Strong's starting or going to get half the work, then I'm probably more likely to roll the dice on him. But if Damian Harris is going to start, and I don't know.
Right.
But so, keep on the news because I do like Strong. If he's going to get a lot of work, we just don't know yet. We have no clue.
Right. So 2 flex. If I keep Akers in, would you swap ETN for Marquise Brown and just roll with Swift, Stevenson, and/or Strong, and then Akers?
Bro, I would start ETN over Akers 100 times out of 100.
I know, bro. Like I have ETN in all my leagues.
I'm not saying don't leave Akers in your flex, but don't even consider removing ETN. After all he's done, you gotta let it ride, bro. You gotta let it ride. He had 17 carries. They were bad work. It was bad work, bad game script. He got 17 carries. So there's no way you can take him out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll London because I watched preseason and I think Ritter.
I could get behind that
a lot better than Mariota.
I could get behind that, but not over ETN. Like this is for your Stevenson Akers.
No, right.
Or London's in your lineup.
All right,
okay.
So. Right. Okay. So it's going to be Marquise Brown. Got to get him in there, and that's going to be the choice, probably over Akers and or Pierre Strong.
I'm saying Stevenson's probably not playing, so Chark or Hollywood for Stevenson, bro, is what I was saying. But would I put Chark and Hollywood in over Akers and Stevenson? Maybe. But Akers is okay. He's okay. He feels about the same as Chark.
Yeah. Yeah, that Green Bay game feels like it could be all right for the run game. So,
all right, bro.
Whatever. We'll see.
All right.
I don't like Akers, but I might have to roll with him. So, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, man. Go get him later. Oh, boy. Here's Spiffy. Spiffy, what do we get ourselves into now?
Yeah, no. So, I don't know if you remember my team, man, but I had Lockett playing tonight.
Uh-huh.
And now with the recent news that just spoke about him having a broken finger, I'm wondering, hopefully I do make it out of the playoffs this week on the playoffs. Let's say I do make it out. Is there a receiver that I can count on, or maybe on the waiver wire free agents that I can probably pick up? Because other than him, my only other receiver is Hollywood and Deontay and Joshua Palmer.
Hit me with your available wide receivers on the waiver wire market, bro.
Yeah, so we got Algalore. We got Tutu at 12. We got Amari Rogers, Julio Jones. We got Kendrick Bourne, Demarcus Robinson, Philip Dorsett, Alec Pierce, Jarvis Landry, Brandon Johnson, Robert Woods. We got...
I'll stop you there. Atwell's okay. Tutu's pretty good. Atwell's okay. I like him. He's actually really fast, really quick. He's got good hands. He's reliable. They're down wide receivers. They're going to be down a lot throwing the ball. He's always wide open. I like him a lot. They don't throw to him consistently, so it's tough to know, but he'd be a guy I'd grab. Ron, Ron Naby's on the line. Ron, did you hear his list? Did anybody pop out to you?
I didn't really hear his list too well. No.
List the top 5 guys
Sorry.
you read off, Spiffy. Don't read the whole thing. Just the top 5.
The top 5 guys, the first 5 guys that I read were Aguilar, Tutu Atwell, Amari Rogers, Julio Jones, and Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah. I like how you say he's
Amari
like
Rogers did last week.
Tutu Atwell. He's from Spain. Tutu Atwell.
Is he from Spain?
No, I don't know. Atwell.
Oh.
Maybe you're saying it. Maybe that's how he wants you to say it. I don't know. Atwell.
Tutu Atwell.
Tutu Atwell. Tutu Atwell's not bad, right, Ron? I mean, he's the best guy that he's listed. Alec Pierce, maybe. I guess I like Pierce, but like, what's he doing right now?
Rodgers scored 2 touchdowns for. I mean, they were using Rodgers a lot last week, but then again, I hate chasing points, so who knows if they'll continue to use Rodgers?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he scored. I know he scored at least 1 touchdown, if not 2.
He got
Against
1.
Dallas.
He got 1 last week. Yeah.
Did he get?
What's Alec Pierce?
He got targeted 5 times, and he had 4 receptions, and he had 1 touchdown, and he went for 57 yards.
I like Alec Pierce, but he's been very inconsistent, and it's hard to know. Like, he'll catch, so he'll catch a couple passes, and then he'll get nothing, not even 1 catch, and then he'll get 20 yards, then he'll get not 1 catch, and then he got last week 86 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
ESPN has right now the highest projected receiver for this week. I mean, whoever I pick up, I'm not going to start this week because Lockett already played, so this will be in preparation for next week. The one guy that they have ranked highest is Aguilar. I don't know if he is something worth taking or taking a look at.
You did read him off, and I didn't say anything. So
yeah.
Did you say you had? You said you had Pierce.
Huh?
You said you had Pierce.
Did I have Pierce available? Yeah, I have Alec Pierce available.
Don't you think, Smitty, that Pierce going against that terrible Minnesota pass defense would be worth?
Yeah, him and Atwell are the 2 guys I said that I liked. I like Alec Pierce and I like Atwell. Tutu Atwell.
I like Alec this week. That's who I go with.
Yeah, I mean, he had 86 and a touchdown last week, but he does follow up catching footballs 1 week to getting 0 receptions the next week. Just so you know, that's his rotation. But maybe they get things done. So I'm okay with that. Look, you're talking about cellar dweller diving here, bro. So go for it. Go for the guy who just scored a touchdown. Do it live.
Do I have, I guess, a question like, who would I drop in this case? I'm considering Palmer.
No, why would no. Paul, like I don't love Palmer's situation right now, but he would be the number 1 waiver wire wide receiver out there if you dropped him. Palmer's still got upside, bro.
Oh wow!
So let me
You're
ask
gonna love
you
my
this.
question.
You got to have somebody else you could drop, Spiffy.
I was going to ask this: who would you prefer?
Give me your bottom 3 guys.
My bottom 3 guys would have to be the Patriots running backs, which would be Damian Harris and Strong.
No.
And Jalen Warren.
The problem is you have no wide receivers. Like you just said, you have very little wide receivers. You can't drop Palmer. Mike Williams could, get injured again. And he's still decent enough. There's got to be somebody else you're not naming, bro.
I can get rid of
This
Warren.
is my bench as of
You
now.
have to
Look,
get rid of
my
one.
bench, I have... Yeah, go ahead.
He was saying get rid of Warren, but go ahead. Spiffy, we got to wrap it up. Give me 20 seconds, Spiffy.
Deontay Johnson.
Uh-huh.
I have Deontay Johnson. I got Jalen Warren. I got Joshua Palmer. I got Cordero Patterson. I got Mike White, Damian Harris, and Pierre Strong Jr.
Drop Jalen Warren. Do it live.
Okay.
All right, Spiffy. You got another got another one. Call back if you got another one. Appreciate you. Later.
All right. Gotcha.
We got Rock out on the phone. What's up, Rock?
Oh, what's up? Are we worried about Brian Robinson being limited?
Who?
Brian Robinson.
Oh, maybe a little bit worried, but I'm not hearing he's not going to play. The latest report I got on B-Rob was he was limited. He's on track to play back to back limited sessions. He'll probably have a questionable tag maybe on Friday, but he's on the positive side of 50-50.
It's funny because him and Gibson both have.
You what, Ron?
You said what?
Both him and Gibson have the same problem. They're both limited with. They're both banged up.
Quad. Yeah, quad injury.
All right, Ron. What were you saying? I wasn't going to be happy about.
Oh well, my Terminator, right? I gotta release one every week, and everybody made the right call last week for my drop for Austin Hooper. But now it's getting down to the nuts and bolts. It's got to come down to Pickens and Palmer because I got Jalen Hurts.
Palmer.
I ain't dropping him. McCaffrey's already played. ETN, Brian Robinson, Pacheco, and Walker. I ain't getting rid of any running back.
Palmer.
And then my receivers, I got CeeDee Lamb. Metcalf's already played. Ain't getting rid of him. I ain't getting rid of Zay Jones. So it really comes down to Palmer or Pickens.
I'll drop Palmer in that situation.
For the drop.
Yeah.
Kind of like to know what the chat thinks too.
Yeah, chat, go ahead and vote. Pickens or Palmer, who are you dropping? I'm probably going to end it here soon, shortly, gentlemen. Anything else you guys got?
Would you switch out Pacheco for B-Rob?
I'd rather a Pacheco, but I like both of them this week, bro.
Me too. I want to play them both.
Yeah, because last week, I got B-Rob. I'm hoping that because he got over 100 yards last time they played the Giants 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It'll be tough next week because he plays 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
Next week.
Hey, out.
Yeah.
You're. I didn't even know, but I thought it was. I thought it was James that was leading in the LaDainian Tomlinson jersey thing, but I guess that's you now, isn't it?
Yeah, Rock Out. You might be in the mix there for that jersey, Rock Out.
Rock Out's winning that thing right now.
Yeah, I think so.
You getting that? Let me tell you something.
I didn't even get the picks I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in the mix. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's coming down between you and James, it looks like. I mean, you guys are both close, but you got the lead right now. So good job.
Yeah. But dynasty question for Smitty, are you worried about Saquon getting probably 400 carries this season and then going on to the next?
Saquon?
Yeah, Saquon Barkley.
You don't worry about Saquon. I worry about Saquon, I guess, moving forward a little bit. Sure, I worry about a lot of running backs that have a lot of volume, a lot of injury history. But I think next year is going to be interesting, bro. We're going to attack early wide receiver a little more than the average, show or content out there. we're going to be attacking early quarterback. People are still going to push back against early quarterback. There are just some people that resist it. And they're going to say the same things over and over, which is fine. They aren't listening. The people that argue back are not listening. That middle round and late quarterback is how we all found Jalen Hurts. It's how we all found Joe Burrow. So very much in favor of all different approaches. It also got you Mahomes and Josh Allen. And the difference is everything's a cycle. There will not be Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrows hiding in the 6th and 7th round. Probably won't be. There might be one. We'll have to see where Fields falls. And then there'll be a time and place to draft Fields. And I'm okay with that too. But the changing of the guard is happening at quarterback. And these new quarterbacks that emerge will take full control of the top 5. And so you're going to have to pay the price if you want a top 1 to 4 quarterback. You're not going to be able to find a Jalen Hurts most likely in this upcoming draft. Maybe one will be there. Like I said, Fields could slip. But we're really looking at you pay the piper for a quarterback, and then it's apples to apples. You can't just say, "Oh, quarterbacks fall late." That doesn't work. You can't. That argument is so bad. It's such a bad argument. You land a Kenny Walker or someone late, and then you land your quarterback. It's apples to apples. Landing your quarterback late does not necessarily give you an advantage. If you land your running back late, or your wide receiver, or your tight end, and you take your quarterback early, we're gonna have a lot of fun in the offseason pushing back against this no early quarterback stuff. Going wide receiver early. We're still sticking with best player available in general. It's just a matter of what is best player available. And so circling back to Barkley, it's like I don't know how safe Barkley's gonna feel to me at all in round 1. I'm going to be more apt to take a JJ, Jamar Chase, a wide receiver. How much value does Adams still have? How much value does Tyreek Hill still have? These guys are getting older, but they still probably have one more elite year left.
Yeah.
Yeah, quarterbacks. I mean, yeah.
Definitely.
It's getting to the point. I mean, your quarterbacks get you the most points, especially your running, passing quarterback like Hurts. Hurts and all them. I mean,
got sniped in the fifth on Hurts.
Real quickly, guys, do I start Godwin or Garrett Wilson? I'm going Garrett Wilson without hesitation. But I mean, either one could outscore the other. They're close enough, but Garrett Wilson's a must start for me, and I think the matchup's perfect for him. And start ETN. I'm starting ETN over Najee Harris. Are you guys starting ETN or Najee Harris?
What format?
I assume PPR.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. But I'm rolling with. I got ETN. I don't got Najee, so I'm going. I'm all in on ETN.
Yeah, 17 carries still. I know it's looked bleak, but. Rest up. You deserve it. Good luck this weekend. Thank you, Golf. Appreciate the super chat. We got one more super chat here from what's his name here? I don't know how you say that name. AFFISE. I don't know. I appreciate you regardless. Aaron Jones or Alvin Kamara. I'm going Alvin Kamara. This is what Ron was talking about earlier. I understand where you're coming from, Ron. He hasn't done anything, but Ingram at 12 carries, I think he's going to get all the work. And when I watch, my eyeballs tell me hasn't dropped off physically. It's just the offense sucks. And there's a potential for...
The only thing is, I mentioned the last 2 games, but even before that, he had week 5 through 8 where he did really, really good. And then since then, he hasn't been higher than a running back 23 has been his highest that he's finished since week 8.
I just have a feeling.
So that's why up tomorrow.
I just have a feeling that people that bench him for like these options, like it's one thing to bench him for Zonovan Knight or something who's at least he has a hot hand, whatever. But like anybody that benches Kamara and he goes off for 100 yards and 3 TDs like he does late in seasons, he's known for it, you're not going to be able to sleep at night. You're literally going to be tossing and turning for a good week and a half.
I'm glad I don't have to make that decision because I don't have them.
Yo, Smitty.
What's up? Who's this?
Yo, this is McDonald's Will, man.
Oh,
I've been on the line waiting for you.
I'm sorry, McDonald. I had a McDonald a long time ago, guys. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's McDonald's Will.
I'm glad you spoke up, bro. What can we do for you? Poor guy.
All right, man. Look, so this is non-PPR standard. My lineup is Fields, Mixon, Rashad White, Jamar Chase, Hopkins, and Njoku, Traylon Burks if he's still playing, Elijah Moore, Commanders defense, and Maher. So if Traylon Burks isn't playing, then would Cole Kmet be a suitable flex?
Cole Kmet over who are the other options? Like give me a handful of options.
My bench, man. I've been banking on other people's failure. So my bench is Madison, Samaje Perine, Joshua Kelly, Jameson Williams, and Zamir White.
Say that one more time. You said it so fast.
Oh my God. Madison, it's Madison, Samaje Perine, Joshua Kelly, Jameson Williams, and Zamir White.
Hey, Perine's not too bad, right, guys?
Solid.
He still catches a lot of footballs. Let's see what his line last week was. I guess the touchdown really skews it. He had 4 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown, and then had the 1 reception for 2 yards.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that
there's still some waiver options though.
Okay, hit us with them.
All right, so you got Chris Moore. I had actually just dropped Josh Palmer for Zamir White, so I could still get Palmer back. You got Nelson Aguilar. You got what's the dude? Dario Ogubawale, Atwell. You got the Colts wide receivers.
Alec Pierce. Kmet's not bad. I'd probably roll with Kmet. What did he do last week? Kmet, Fields and Kmet.
It was a bye week.
Oh, that's right. But the week before that, 72 yards, bro. His last few weeks, 7 targets, 6 targets, 4 targets, 7 targets, 6 targets. I'm going Cole Kmet. It's a tough matchup, but maybe Fields leans on him. And Fields he's down wide receivers, bro.
Yeah, that's what he has to do. That's like his only option and shit.
Yeah, he's down wide receivers. I know the Eagles are a tough matchup, but they still can give up stuff. I'd go Kmet.
All right.
He feels safe.
But I got Fields as a quarterback.
Stack it up.
Because this is the first week of the playoffs. So
stack it. Let's go.
All right, man. Appreciate it. I'll hit you up next week.
Yeah, McDonald's Will, I'm sorry we kept you on hold, bro. This is McDonald's Will that I kept on hold.
I'm letting y'all do y'all thing. I was playing hopscotch, though. Like, let me see. I thought y'all was guests. I thought they was, officially guests of the show. I'm like, all right, maybe I'm overstepping.
No,
let me just try it right quick.
Bro. No, when you got a nickname in my Rolodex, bro, I got you as McDonald's Will. You're allowed to speak up once in a while and interrupt.
That's fair enough.
You got some pull over here, bro. All right, appreciate you. McDonald's Will, everybody.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
Later. Let's answer this call here. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. You're on with Rock Out, Ron Navy, and Smitty. What can we help you with? You're live.
What's good? This is TX Ninja.
TX Ninja.
What's up? How's it going?
What's up, TX Ninja?
So I just have a flex question. So my opponent has 35 points. He played Kittle. So my flex question is, I picked up Elijah Moore. Should I keep him in there or maybe go with Marquez Brown because I do have Colt McCoy? My other options are, because
I would
I was
go.
maybe even thinking you'd go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would go Hollywood, but I'm not like super excited about it. And I guess Elijah Moore could have it.
Because I'm also.
Go ahead, bro. You take over the show. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just keeping an eye on Corey Davison. I mean, it looks like he's not playing yet, but I don't know if that would make a little difference.
It definitely would make it. It definitely would make a difference. That's what we're all kind of waiting on when it comes to Elijah Moore. Is will he be starting? Because him and Mike White have a good rapport, and I feel like if he's out there as a starter, then he's got a really good shot at 60 and a touch. Not that Hollywood can't produce that kind of line too. Ron, Rock Out, are you guys liking Hollywood, or are you going with Elijah Moore?
Probably. You forgot my big rant about Hollywood Brown.
Right.
I'm going to go with Elijah Moore.
Rock Out.
And this is also full PPR.
Rock Out.
If starting Elijah.
Yeah, I guess I'd say this, bro. I'd say that if Corey Davis is out, maybe go Elijah Moore. But if not, then go Hollywood.
Okay. All right, and then one more. Just if Stevenson doesn't play, Jamal Williams, that's my other option because I didn't play Kenneth Walker tonight.
Bro, I'm fine with Jamal. Don't take last week too seriously, my man. Because they didn't run the ball at all, and they know they made a mistake. That's their bread and butter. They're going to get back to it. That's a pretty good play. I like Jamal.
Perfect. So then, so say if Stevenson's healthy, do I still go with Jamal or just stick with
Stevenson's not going to be healthy, but let's say a miracle happened. He'd have to be 100%, and he's not going to be because he's going to be banged up. So even then, I'm not liking it. It's not a good play. You know.
Perfect. All right, then. Thank you very much. I won't take much of your time to get somebody else on here.
All right, man.
Take it easy, everyone.
Later.
Yeah.
We have Spiffy on the line. Spiffy's back again. Spiffy, what did you get yourself into now?
I actually forgot to list this one guy,
and
I just felt like I need to list his name because it should be intriguing since I'm looking to have him for
Spiffy,
next week.
you think it's going to be intriguing, but I'm probably going to say it's not. But go ahead.
Kadarius Toney.
I don't know. This guy burned us all. Burned everybody in the fantasy football world. It was like this guy might be the real deal. I like Kadarius Toney. I do. I wish him well. But how are we gonna trust this guy? Am I wrong here, Ron and Rock Out?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't trust
I guess the question is, do you trust him less than Tutu at 12?
At 12. Tutu at 12.
I don't trust him. He's like an OBJ, maybe.
If I knew Kadarius Toney was starting, first of all, he's limited again Thursday. He's day to day. We don't know I don't think you're going to get a real clear indication. He was inactive last week, by the way. If they came out and said he's off the injury report, he's starting. Spiffy, I could get back on board in your situation and say let's get on the Kadarius Toney train. But if you don't have that clear, mapped out, no hesitation with his status that he's starting, then you probably have to roll with. It wasn't Tutu Atwell. It was the other option that I told you. What was the other one?
Alec Pierce?
Wasn't there another? No, it was.
Tutu at 12.
No, it was the other option. It was Palmer, wasn't it?
Amari. Oh no, I have
Pierce.
Palmer on my team.
Okay, well.
I have Palmer on my team. The guys that we were talking about were Amari Rogers, Alec Pierce, and at 12.
At 12.
Yeah, we said Pierce.
Okay, Pierce. Yeah, Pierce. Yeah.
And then you were wondering who to drop.
See,
and I said,
Spiffy,
didn't you have
Spiffy,
Dale Moore?
you're hearing Jimmy. You're listening to Jimmy, but you're not hearing Jimmy. We did come to a Pierce conclusion.
We came to Pierce.
I thought we went to a
No, Spiffy.
I thought we went to a 2-2 conclusion.
At 12? No.
Pierce.
We came down to a Pierce conclusion. We said, go with the guy who scored a touchdown. But you came away with, what do I want to hear? I want to hear, he said 2-2 at 12. You just want to say his name, bro.
I kind of
get
do.
Pierce. Do it live.
Oh, Spiffy.
I'm surprised Spiffy didn't say like some tight end or something.
Spiffy,
Another fight.
if Kadarius Toney is
Now that
anointed,
you mentioned that.
if they anoint Kadarius Toney, then I'll go in that direction. But I'm telling you right now, if you come out of this with me saying it is Kadarius Toney, I'm saying that only if he's starting and he's off the injury report and everything looks good and you know he's starting. Other than that, it's probably gonna be Alec Pierce. He caught a touchdown, go with it. 2-2 at 12 is inconsistent, just like Alec Pierce, but at least Alec Pierce scored a touchdown on his last game.
Yeah.
I should mention that
Even then,
Dulcich is available.
What should you mention, Spiffy?
Dulcich.
That he's available?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Dulcich or what?
Is Dulcich tickling anybody? Is Dulcich tickling anyone's fancy? Rock out, Raw Navy.
Mine.
Are you guys getting excited over that?
No, not really.
No.
Okay.
I think your best option is take a chance on Pierce. Minnesota's got a lousy pass defense, and I think you have a better chance of Pierce than anybody else.
All right. Keep an eye on
they're not.
Spiffy. Keep an eye on Toney. If all the things happen that we said need to happen, then you could go Toney. If not, you go Alec Pierce, bro. But trust your gut.
Gotcha.
If you want to at 12,
All right, guys.
then you go get him, bro.
2-2 at 12. I like that name, man. I really
All right,
do.
All right, Spiffy. Call back when you have another one, which will be in about 5 minutes.
All right.
Later.
Appreciate it, guys.
Bye. We got unsure Johnny. Johnny, what are you unsure about tonight?
What's up? Right now, I might be unsure about whether I'm going to win this week. I got my opponent. He's like 54 points up on me. He has Kittle. He played Geno Smith and Tyler Lockett.
Well, that's good.
I mean, there's pretty much nothing I can do except switch out like some positions. But I wanted to know your thoughts on because I have Taysom Hill in. He's kind of like a Hail Mary, basically. And I got Darren Waller on IR. There's Jeff Driscoll. I hadn't really watched anything on him. And he's basically like the Houston Texans Taysom Hill.
Yeah. If you
what are your thoughts on him?
You're in Yahoo, I assume.
Yeah, I am.
So I would like I said earlier on the show, grab him no matter what, because if he gets named the starter, if he gets named the starter next week, he's a quarterback that's tagged as a tight end in Yahoo leagues. He's Taysom Hill. So grab him no matter what and make your decision later. Because what if later in the week they decide to start him? They haven't really come out and said that Mills is for sure the starter, but he's probably going to start. But you never know. They can make a change last minute. It's not like they've locked anything in or said anything crazy concrete. They just said we may not rotate the quarterbacks anymore like we did last week. And we don't even know if that's a posturing type thing. But I grab him no matter what. I probably leave Taysom Hill in there for now. Melvin Ingram's out for the year. 12 carries got handed to Melvin Gordon last week. You got to think Taysom Hill is going to take and absorb some of those. You got to think Kamara is going to absorb the other amount. I go with Hill, and I also don't think you're that bad off because he may have had Kittle and he may have a lot of points, bro. But Geno and Lockett didn't exactly explode, so you had one guy explode and two guys do mediocre. I don't think you're in that bad of a spot. It's
yeah. I guess I'm. If I were to just name off my first three, I think you'd probably be like, "You're fine."
Yeah, I'm sure I would. I'm sure you're panic. You're panic Peter, bro. You're panic Peter right now.
Yeah. Other than that, have a good night, guys.
All right, unsure Johnny. Awesome. You're good, bro. Later. You guys you guys disagree with anything I said there? Or?
No. I just know after this weekend, there's going to be a bunch of us that are happy and a bunch of us that are season's over.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yep.
The fantasy football show it doesn't ever end. I don't take a hiatus. I don't go on a 4-month, we go back to once a week. Look, we get right into 2023. Not everybody will be prepared for it. Some people need like a couple weeks off mentally. I get it. But I'll be here waiting for you. I'm here hard at work. We'll be cooking up the rookie stuff kind of really at the tail end, like right around Christmas in about 10 days. We'll be going into the rookie stuff. And then from there, it's just going to be amazing. The psychology in fantasy football, draft pick trading, some early mock drafting, some rankings, rookie write-ups like crazy until April. Talking about rookies, Bijan Robinson is he a top 6 redraft running back, top 5 redraft running back, number 1 overall, dynasty overall player, potentially. We'll get into all that. It's going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. That's what we usually do. It's going to be crazy. And then we got a lot of underdog stuff for the playoffs. So if anybody, like Ron, like you're saying, if you're out of it, you just join the Gauntlet, baby. The Gauntlet over at Underdog Fantasy. Link is pinned. Oh, I haven't pinned it yet. Let me pin it right now. The Gauntlet drafts over on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code Smitty. I'm putting the link in the live chat right now. These Gauntlet drafts are amazing because you draft your team and you keep the team for the entire playoff run. So that means if you draft like a Jalen Hurts who's out for the first, he's on a bye in week 1, well, you're going to get more games with Jalen Hurts if they win the Super Bowl than you would taking a wild card team that makes it 2 rounds and then they lose. So it's strategy upon strategy. It's called the Gauntlet. There's $1 million in prizes. I believe first place is going to be $100,000. And that link is pinned in the live chat. So if anybody's season ends, or even if it didn't end, you just want more skin in the game, click that link in the live chat. Click the link in the description of any video if you're watching a replay and play the Gauntlet, baby. Match up to $100 on your first deposit. What, Ron?
I did my first Gauntlet yesterday. My first Gauntlet draft I did yesterday. And you draft in 6 people, 10 rounds. And this is who I got. This is who I ended up with. Josh Allen, Kirk Cousins, Miles Sanders, James Cook, Devontae Smith, Gabe Davis, Dallas Goedert, DK Metcalf, Chris Godwin, and Dawson Knox.
Nice.
So
nice. In fact, you know what? Let's do a Gauntlet draft right now. Let's do a Gauntlet draft right now. I'm jumping in. I'm doing it.
Hold on a minute. Give me a second to get in there.
Guys, click the link in the live chat. We're doing a Gauntlet draft right this very second.
Let's see. Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
No, I'm looking for the link.
Okay. We're doing a Gauntlet draft right now. Oh, I got to
right now?
Well, I'm not clicking it in yet. Hold on.
Oh, shit. I just did. I got to get out of there. Oh, shoot.
Language, Ron.
Sorry.
Okay. Tall. Let's see. Let's get into this. And no, I don't care about swearing. It's all monetization. Which I think is crazy that they even worry about that. Okay. So we're going to go in. We're going to go to the lobby right now. Lobby. Gauntlet. It's the first one right there. Click the link in the live chat if you want in. If you're watching a replay of this video, link is in the description. We're doing a Gauntlet draft right now. How do you join? You click the link, OJ. You click the link. It's in the live chat right there. And we're going to go into this Gauntlet all at the same time. So, Ron, tell me when you're set up.
No, you said right now, and I hit it, and I got into a different one.
Oh. Well, I said hold on. All right, ready?
I couldn't get it out.
Ron, do you want to do 2 at the same time?
I guess.
You've never said no to doing 2 in a row. All right, ready? We're going to click in. 5, 4. Ron, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, go. Click it. Enter. Waiting on one more. Ron's in 2 of them at the same time. Okay.
Crazy.
Draft starts soon. Let's see. Where's TD Strikers? You're number 1, Ron.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. I love this because we get a quarterback. I'm drafting a quarter. Are you drafting a quarterback, Ron? I'm drafting a quarterback. There's no way I'm not drafting a quarterback.
Yep. Sure am.
The question is, do I take... Well, we'll see if the number 2 pick drafts a QB. $22 seconds to draft begins. Let me make this a little. Let me get this.
I missed my first pick of the first one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't get what I wanted, but oh well. That one I let out draft.
All right, Ron, you're up. You got 25 seconds. You took Jalen Hurts. Man, how things have changed. Ron Navy loves Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen, that stinks.
Right.
That's what I wanted. So I'm probably going Mahomes, or am I going Burrow, people? Did we roll with Joseph Cigar Smoking Burrow, or did we just go with Patrick Mahomes? Probably going to say Mahomes, as much as I want to say Burrow. I'll get Burrow in another one. I'll take advantage of the fact that I can draft Patrick Mahomes right now. Okay, so I got Patty Mahomes. Let's go to the big board here. Here's the picks. We got Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Kind of funny that, you go into best ball format and all of a sudden quarterbacks go in the first round. Kind of strange. This is not a 2 QB league. This is a 1 QB best ball draft. Explain to me why quarterbacks can go in number 1, number 2, number 3 overall when nothing's really different. There's nothing really different here. Best ball is a little different in terms of setting your optimal lineup, but it's funny how it's the trend of people not taking quarterbacks early that makes it a trend that people continue on. It's like, it's funny. It's early quarterback. There's a reason to draft these guys here. You win championships when you have a guy that's scoring like Hurts or Allen or Mahomes. The real question is, if Burrow falls to me here, do I take Burrow here? I don't think I'd have the depth for it. But Ron, have you even considered going the double quarterback? Because optimally,
you have to, especially if you take somebody like Hurts. You got to remember they've got a bye week the first week, they're going to probably have a bye week.
Do you take Burrow? Do you take Burrow and Mahomes? Like, that's crazy, but I think it's a strategy worth looking at.
Yeah, it is a strategy worth looking at.
I think I can't with the depth though, right? I mean, I can get a Tyreek Hill, but that's crazy. Why don't I try it? I'm gonna try it because it's crazy. It's crazy, but the optimal amount of scoring that you can do, I wonder about it. It's a 1 QB format, but I'm just gonna try it once because I haven't really seen it. I can't really tell you what the results are gonna be, but because it's optimal scoring, and I'm gonna guarantee myself an amazing amount of points, because I believe. Okay, so let's see here. We got Tyreek Hill. went Mixon. This is tough, man. It's tough to know when to take Debo. Rock out. Did you jump in or no?
Is he still here or did he hang up?
I think he's still here. What do I do here, guys?
What do you mean, what do you do? Take the best player available.
This is tough. Got Mixon already. Man.
There goes Prescott.
I'm going heavy Bengals. A little T.
Bengals.
Little T Higgins. It took my little T.
Oh man, I thought you were going to take Gabe Davis.
I'm taking
Little T.
I'm taking my little T
Little
Higgins.
teapot. Take your little teapot.
Little teapot Higgins. And let me just show everybody the lineup and format here. So it's one QB, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, 1 flex. And here's how the draft went. And when Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Diggs, Jefferson, Kelsey, McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, Tony Pollard. I don't know what to do here. This is getting tough. This is getting tough because I'm trying to. Ron, what do you got so far? You've got Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, Kirk Cousins, Deebo Samuel. I don't mind that Deebo pick. That's a pretty good pick. Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Gabe Davis, Devin Singletary. Then my team is Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Waddle.
Like I said, because I took Hurts, I needed a second quarterback for the bye week.
Yeah. I mean, this is crazy. This is
It's something, all right.
And it's so tough to know. Like, there's some teams that you're like you want to select a certain player, but you just don't know what their playoff outlook's going to be.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what, I think I want to go Jerick McKinnon next.
Jerick McKinnon.
I feel like McKinnon's pretty good here. Ah! Son of a B. He took McKinnon. Man.
Almost.
I'm going to time out. I had to. Gosh, dang it.
Yeah, Zeke.
McKenzie wasn't bad. I don't mind that Kittle pick. That was pretty good. I guess I'll maybe go. It's tough to think on the fly too when you're trying to break down what teams are going to make it this early, too. Like there's some potential gems out there and some potential misses, you could whiff really hard.
Try doing two at the same time, Smitty.
Yeah.
I got my phone open with one, and I got my iPad open for the other one.
Yeah.
Freaking nuts.
This league and that league and this league.
No, it's two different.
Yeah.
Because
I might try three. Disaster.
On the phone, he goes, "Okay, I'm getting in there now." So I hit it, and he hadn't hit the button yet.
Sorry.
It is. It's all good.
Going now.
Oh. Live.
Right.
Active. There we go. Actually,
Sound tired, Rock out.
You said what?
Sound tired.
You say you're tired?
AJ says Okonkwo or Komet. I'll probably go Komet, but it's close. What's my team look like here so far? So I got Mahomes. So it looks like first place is $100,000, second is $35,000, third is $25,000. You get into the thousands from 51st to 100th place, you still get $1,000. It's one QB, one QB, 2 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 flex, and then you got 5 bench spots. Just so everybody knows. So there's the prizes right there. You keep your team all the way through the entire playoffs. This is the last round. These are fun. I like these gauntlet drafts there. They're pretty cool. Look at that guy taking Fields.
Yeah. A little bit they go to playoffs.
Poor guy.
What are the odds that Detroit makes it into the playoffs?
What's Green Bay's out? What's Green Bay's outlook?
Not good.
Yeah.
not good.
Like,
Detroit's outlook better than Green Bay's.
Lions could take Seattle's spot as far as being in the hunt. Or they could take the Giants spot.
All right, let's look at these.
Commander,
This was tough to do on the fly.
I'm going to take a chance.
How do you become a member?
Take
in the description of the video, bro, there's a link to become a YouTube exclusive member. TD Strikers getting the first rank projection-wise. Or no, wait a minute.
No.
Oh.
Gartman.
Never mind. I thought it was ordered.
I got the second.
Look at my projection.
Gartman.
My projection's low.
Hell no.
But I like what I did here because in crafty fashion, man, if Burrow and Mahomes just light it up the entire way, I'm going to be guaranteed a whole bunch of points, man, that other people won't. So I kind of like this idea, and I still like Mixon and P. Ryan. I got the combo there. I've got I definitely should have grabbed more receivers. I should have got one more receiver. That was dumb. That was dumb.
I went one running back, and that's Sanders. I should have picked up another running back. Excuse me.
All right.
Yeah. All right, boys. Appreciate you doing that. Anybody else wants to? Anybody else wants to do it? You just go in anytime. Go to drafts or go to the lobby on Underdog. It's the Gauntlet, and I don't know. Did they get the puppy version up yet, Ron?
No, I haven't seen the puppy version. Let's see. Let me look real quick. Well, I just got the one Gauntlet that I see so far.
Yeah. So definitely
camp double up.
Definitely join these guys.
Hopefully they come out with some puppies. Are they supposed to?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's called something else. It's not called puppy, but it's a puppy version of this. It'll be $5 or $10 instead of $25. Obviously, the prizes will be less, but it's just a smaller version. But go try it. Underdog Fantasy link is linked in the live chat. It's also in the description of every video. And guys, again, if you do it, enter promo code Smitty or use the direct links. The links will put the promo code in automatically, so you don't have to do it. The links that I provide in the live chat and the description of the video, it'll put the link. It'll put the promo code Smitty in, and they'll match up to $100 on your first deposit. And so go do that. Underdog Fantasy. I mean, you just saw me do a gauntlet draft. Now I have something to play for. No matter what happens to your season, you've got something to play for. $1 million in prizes and $100,000 to first place. Yeah. I like my team there. Let's look at Ron's team real quick. Let's see here. Gauntlet. Where's Gauntlet? Drafts.
Did Rock out say he got it?
I don't think he did.
No, I didn't get it.
Completed gauntlet. Okay, here's the gauntlet. TD Strikers, you have Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins. You have one running back though, Ron.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Wow. Miles Sanders. You got Devontae Smith, Debo, Isaiah McKenzie, Kittle, Gallup. There's no tight ends. It's just a wide receiver tight end. Amon-Ra, St. Brown in case the Lions go. That's a pretty interesting team. Yeah. I mean, mine's pretty interesting, I think, but we'll see. I'm definitely banking on a lot. I got Joe Mixon, P. Ryan. I got T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin, Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow. I think that's gonna be a really good combo, man. Can you imagine if I have 40 points a game all the way through?
40 points a game all the way through?
Yeah, can you imagine? Rick, you just got to click on the link, and then it'll sign up use promo code Smitty. It'll put it in there for you. Yeah, they'll match up on your first deposit. Make sure you understand that. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50. You put in 100, they'll give you 100. Up to $100 match on your first deposit. So If you do 10, they're only going to give you 10. And then once you're in there, go to the lobby and gauntlet draft. The gauntlet. All right, bro. Appreciate you, both of you, broskies. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I got to get to these super
Heading out
chats.
for the night?
Yeah, I'm 2 hours and 10 minutes into a live stream, so it's time to bail.
Yep, I hear you.
All right, appreciate
It
you
was
guys.
fun.
Later. Oh, Rick, let me give you later on.
Later.
Rick, this is the link to become a YouTube exclusive member. I'll drop it in the live chat right now. Right here, to become a green name individual. There you go. Super chats, do I have any pending? I think I got one from AJ. AJ, he said Okonkwo or Komet. For me. Okonkwo's pretty good, but Komet for me. Appreciate you all. I'll see you all. Congrats to the Niner fans out there on your team clinching the division win. Appreciate you all. See you all tomorrow. No worries about it, Juan. Appreciate you. If Goddard is active, him or Schultz, or flex him over Chris Moore, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson's injured. I'm not trusting Chris Moore. It's a long question, man. I don't know. I think you're Goddard. I'm going Schultz probably until Goddard proves he's healthy, I guess is my answer. Appreciate you all. I'll see you all on the flip side tomorrow. Later. Later, Swaby. Thank you to all my super chatters. Tyler, AJ, AFFISE. I don't know how you say your name. Golf. Appreciate you, Golf. Johnny, not Bravo. Ron Navy. Tyler, like I said, Mac. Killa, appreciate you. Castro, Ron Navy. Anthony, Zinski, Andre, and Sam. You guys all rock. Appreciate your super chats. I work for you, even when I'm sick. Thanks, Travis. Appreciate you, Travis. Thank you, Dan. Later, Dan. Rick, see you later. See you, Juan. Appreciate you. Later, guys.